Welcome back to English Speaking Practice for Beginners. Emma, why is it so crucial to articulate our career goals?
Hey David! Expressing our career aspirations not only clarifies our path, but also communicates our motivations to others, particularly in professional settings.
Absolutely. It's fascinating how sharing our ambitions can influence perceptions. For instance, a Harvard study found that articulating goals can increase success likelihood by 42%.
Exactly. It's like setting a compass for our personal journey. But what about those who feel uncertain about their goals?
Great question. Uncertainty is common, and discussing goals can actually help refine them. It's like chiseling a rough stone into a gem.
True. I remember when I was unsure, a mentor's guidance helped me articulate my dream of opening an English cafe.
That's a wonderful example. However, some argue that talking too much about goals without action can be counterproductive. What's your take on this?
That's valid. Action is key. Without steps to back up our dreams, they remain just that, dreams. But speaking about them can ignite necessary momentum.
So, it's about balance. Talk, but also act. And, looking ahead, how do you think goal articulation will evolve in digital spaces?
With platforms like LinkedIn and personal blogs, goal articulation is becoming more public, allowing for broader networking opportunities and support.
Emma, let's dive into some effective phrases for expressing our ambitions. What's a good starting point?
A great start is using simple constructions like I want to or I hope to. For instance, I want to start my own business conveys clear intent.
Simple yet powerful. And for those long-term goals?
Phrases like in the future I want to or one day I'd love to. They open up discussions for future planning.
I love the flexibility these phrases offer. What about expressing dreams that seem out of reach?
Dreams can feel daunting, but expressing them with phrases like, my dream is to, makes them feel more attainable. It's about verbalizing the vision.
Indeed. However, critics might say these phrases are too simplistic for complex goals. How would you respond to that?
While they are simple, they serve as a foundation. Complexity can be built upon them, like adding layers to a cake.
That's a delicious analogy. Looking forward, how do you see these phrases evolving with language changes?
Language is dynamic. As new industries and roles emerge, our expressions will adapt, incorporating more specific terminology and digital jargon.
Emma, when we talk about goals, mentioning current actions is important. What are some ways to express this effectively?
Absolutely, David. Using phrases like, I'm studying hard to become a doctor, shows commitment and direction.
Commitment indeed. And what about demonstrating perseverance?
Phrases like, I won't give up until I reach my goal, convey determination. It's all about showing that consistent effort.
Consistency is vital. However, some argue that focusing on the present might limit our view of future possibilities. Thoughts?
That's a valid concern. Balancing present actions with future vision is crucial. It's like walking while looking ahead.
Well said. And moving forward, how can technology aid us in tracking these steps?
With apps and online planners, we can track progress and set reminders, making goal pursuit more structured and efficient.
Tech truly complements our journey. Any personal anecdotes on taking steps towards your goals?
Sure, when I was learning to teach English, I took extra courses, gradually building my skill set. Step by step, my confidence grew.
That's inspiring. It shows that every small step counts towards the larger dream. Now, let's roleplay how to express career dreams. Emma, what do you want to achieve in your career?
I'd love to work for an international organization and help people learn languages worldwide. What about you, David?
My dream is to build a YouTube channel that inspires millions to speak English with confidence. It's about making language accessible.
That's a fantastic goal. Making English learning engaging and global is so impactful.
Thank you. And your dream of working internationally is equally inspiring. It's about bridging cultures.
Exactly. It's about creating connections through language. But what if someone feels their dream is too big?
Dreams should be big. They challenge us to grow. Plus, discussing them can attract support and resources.
True. It's important to not let fear hold us back, but to embrace the journey.
Absolutely. Looking ahead, how can we sustain motivation when pursuing these dreams?
By celebrating small victories along the way and staying connected with a supportive community, motivation stays alive.
Emma, pursuing goals comes with challenges. How can we effectively communicate these struggles?
Acknowledging challenges openly can be empowering. Using phrases like, "I'm facing difficulties with," invites empathy and support.
Empathy is crucial. However, some might hesitate to share struggles, fearing judgment. How do we overcome that?
Creating a judgment-free environment is key. Sharing struggles can turn challenges into learning opportunities.
That's true. I recall when I struggled with public speaking, sharing my fears helped me find supportive resources.
Exactly. And how do you see societal attitudes towards discussing challenges changing in the future?
I think with rising mental health awareness, people will feel more comfortable discussing challenges, leading to healthier, more supportive workplaces.
Agreed. It's about fostering resilience and adaptability. But how can we balance sharing challenges with focusing on solutions?
Framing challenges as stepping stones towards solutions can help. It's not just about the problem, but the growth from it.
Absolutely. By focusing on solutions, we not only overcome but also innovate and learn.
To wrap up, Emma, let's discuss future trends in career goal setting. What changes do you foresee?
I foresee AI and digital tools playing a larger role in career planning, offering personalized pathways and resources.
Interesting. And what about the influence of global connectivity on setting and achieving career goals?
Global connectivity will provide broader opportunities for collaboration and learning, making goals more achievable and diverse.
Absolutely. However, some might argue that technology could depersonalize the goal-setting process. How do we address this?
While tech can streamline processes, maintaining a human element through mentorship and peer support is essential.
Balance is key. Looking ahead, how can individuals best prepare for future career trends?
Staying adaptable, continuously learning, and embracing technology while retaining interpersonal skills will be vital.
Great advice. Any final thoughts on how listeners can future-proof their career aspirations?
Be open to change, seek diverse experiences, and don't be afraid to pivot as industries evolve.
Well, Emma, it's been a pleasure exploring career goals with you today.
Likewise, David. All right, that's all for this episode. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.